Does that bother me?
Like, who cares? Just coffee stains. Anyways, for a very long time, I felt like I was a side actor in people's movies. And I was just living to please people, or living to make sure that people didn't have any bad thoughts about me, or or feel any type of way about me. I tried to just please people. And yes, I may have had instances where I was able to put my foot down, but it wasn't majority of the time. It was only when I had to reach a breaking point in order for me to do that. It wasn't when the first thought came to me and was like, you should stop this. And I would just be like, no, maybe they don't mean it, or that's not their intention. If I really truly liked being around this person, but they didn't feel the same energy towards me. So for a long time, I was their side actor. I would just do what they wanted me to do. I have enjoyed my own presence and being alone. And I know a lot of people cannot say that. Sometimes it seems so lonely to be alone, but it's not. Like, I used to be the type of person that when I was alone, be on social media, see other people's lives, criticize myself. I would compare myself because I was a side actor, so I wasn't really focused on the main actor, which is myself. I had to shift my mind. I am the main character of my life. I get to say and do what I want to say, what I want to do. I'm not here to please anybody. I grew up to believe that adults knew the way, but in reality, they're just as lost as I am. We are all just trying to survive, because for one, death is guaranteed for a fact. And as I got older and I started to see people that were passing away that were close to me, it just started to connect with me. And then I just would see it as, imagine that's me. And I look back at my life, and what I've done. Will I be fully fulfilled? And so I just stopped being people's side actor. I am my main character. I am not changing for nobody. I have changed, though, in ways that have improved me. I've even changed my name, because the name that I had before kind of carries weight of who I was, who I used to be. Like, that's not who I want to be anymore. And I'm not the only one. Beyonce has Sasha Fierce, Jay-Z is Hove, T.I.'s Tip. It's like, it clicks to us. We're this person because we were that person for those other people that really in reality don't serve us, or really in reality are not really helping us to do what we want to do internally, what we desire to do, what God has for us. And so for a very long time, I was that person, and to me, being Maribel, even changing my last name was a great experience for me. But being Maribel Mendoza doesn't serve me anymore. Her thoughts, her ways, who she was and who she is doesn't serve me anymore. And I appreciate and I'm sad for her, and I am enlightened that she's been through so much and she's done so much. But at the age of 24, I said, you know what? I got to a place where I got married and changed my last name. I got a middle name. And then as time went on, I'm starting to use my middle name more. That's the new person I get to mold. I get to bring light into. I get to shine. I get to, I get to portray her the way that I've always dreamed of being. And I get to give her the things that I've always desired. And I know that Maribel did her time here. And I mean, and even when I used to hear people would say back then, like, oh, like, how you just one person, like, you cannot be two. But when it's clicked to me and to really understand that, yes, I am who I used to be. The same, physically, I'm the same person, but mentally, I am not. Like, I am not the person that was around being a yes man. I am not somebody who's opening doors for people. My doors are being opened. Okay? Like, literally, God has blessed me in so many ways. I have been blessed with the mentality that I have, blessed with the tools that I have, the resources that I have, and I am grateful for that. And I know that all of that came from the new me, because the old me would have been a couch potato, probably would have still lived at mommy's house, probably would not have anything to look forward to, probably would have still been in fear, probably would have been depressed, probably would have been still hurting from past experiences, probably still been holding grudges and looking at people, comparing herself, and she would have been not seeking, not living life to its full potential, making excuses, procrastinating, caring what people think. That's the old me. The new me does not care what people think. The new me is the main actor of my own life. I am in the present moment. I am living presently. I'm not living for the future, and I'm not living for the past. My habits will create my future. So I know for a fact that what I do today will impact who I am in 5 years from now. But I'm not going to be the same person who was not doing anything, not looking forward to anything, had no rules, no regulations, no direction. Really. No direction. Now that I've got control of my life and I feel more proud of who I'm becoming, especially being able to change my name, so that means I can change the person that I could be. And you don't even have to change your name for this. This is just something that was just happened, so it basically worked out for its good. But even just changing who you are, you don't have to be those thoughts. You don't have to be those things that used to serve you. You don't have to. And for a very long time, I believe that I did. And people's opinion about me, there was certain things that people would say that I kind of felt was as true. And, I started to believe them myself, but I knew that's not what I wanted to believe. I knew that's not even the direction I wanted to head. And so I started to believe them, and I started to just live and, accept what people's opinions were about me. And like I said, I just eventually had it, and I did not want to be a side actor anymore. Little things like people telling us, we aren't able to do XYZ because of ABC. It's like, no, like I can do anything. Anything is possible. Anything is possible. Anything is possible. Literally, anything is possible. Anything. And that's the beauty of life. And so me being able to now take in and achieve the goals that I would desire, and achieve the things that I've always longed for, these are things, and what we long and what you fear is truly your will. If you're fearful of doing something, that is your will. That is what you're supposed to do. If you're fearful of, if your thought keeps telling you, go make music, be an actor, study this, study that, and you're fearful of it and you still have not moved, you're paralyzed, because at that point, you're really fearful of who you could truly become. Fear is the exact thing that you need so you can say, this is what truly is meant for me to do. And guess what? When you overcome fear, that's the best thing ever. You can truly bring out the best person that you wanted to be. You can exceed. You can become the main character. You being the main character, you're able to take control, and the fear doesn't have control over you. And as a side actor, because you live in fear, you're just like, well, I'm not gonna do that because, I saw that this happened to this person, or this person told me that I'm not able to do this because I don't know how to sing, or I don't know how to write music, or people have told me that I'm not very highly educated, or I haven't learned this skill, or you need to be this way to have this. And it's like, no, those are all false beliefs. And one thing for sure, with being able to change the new you, changing to my main character, those beliefs that I had in the past, they're gone. Like, I get to pick and choose what belief I want, what belief I desire in my life, what belief I want to be set as true. But my beliefs that may be set as true may not be your beliefs that be set as true. We all have different beliefs. Life is full of opinions. Life is full of beliefs. Another thing that I stopped doing was letting people use me. How I was letting people use me was, I would say yes to anything. I was saying yes to so many people, but I wouldn't ever say yes to myself. Myself had desires that I did not allow to flourish in. And little by little, I'm still learning. I'm not perfect. I'm not saying like all of a sudden I became perfect. Absolutely not. I just have learned to listen to my desires and let it flow, and I allowed myself to go where my desires were taking me, because I knew that that's where I wanted to be. those things are what bring me joy. Those things are what bring me, happiness. Now, if I'm doing the opposite of that, it's not kind to myself. I'm only bringing myself down. I'm limiting who I am able to become. Like, I'm limiting who I am able to be. And so I just stopped letting people use me, and I started to listen to my own desires, saying yes to myself. Another thing that got me to be the main actor of my life is that I started to know what I wanted, and like things that we desire, we want, we just have to practice it, put it into practice, and then those things can come. And I started listening to my desires. My desires are telling me this is what it wants. I'm gonna give it to it because this is what it wants. And of course, when you're in a level of listening to what God wants for you, God wants nothing but love, joy, peace, abundance, self-control. So with that being said, he's not going to lead you to negativity. He's not going to lead you to anything that would cause you to harm yourself. He's not going to lead you to anything that will lead you to, hurt other people. He's only going to lead you to help other people. He's only going to lead you to guide other people, prophesy, teach. Just knowing that he's going to guide me through all of this. I don't know where my life is destined, but I do know for a fact that these things that I desire, I'm going to do them. And these are the ways that I have used and things that I've done so that I can become the main actor of my life. I don't want to be a side actor anymore. I don't want to be told what to do or how my life should be, but just knowing that I can and I will have control of what I want my outcome to be. Because at the end of the day, all that matters is, it doesn't matter the day you were born or the day you died. It matters what you did in the middle of it. What did you do while you were here? A lot of times people tend to regret what they did because they didn't do the things they should have done. They only did the things that they thought needed to be done, but they never did the things that they knew internally should have happened. And that's where I don't want to be. I really want to be in a place where I am more than proud of what I've done in my past. I'm happy that I've overcame everything I've overcame. Now it's enjoying the things that I can look forward to. Everything comes in seasons. Enjoy those seasons. Everything happens for a reason. And I say that to say, be the main character of your life. Don't let people use you as a side actor. Don't be the cab driver. Don't be the person walking down the street. Be the main actor of your life.